how do you go about doing this? Well, I've boiled it down to 5 basic steps for creating a family constitution. Thanks for joining me. I'm Rob Ferguson, president of Ferguson Alliance, a boutique family advisory firm. The first step is talking, just having those initial discussions. I like to do one-on-one meetings with all the family member stakeholders, and then we also will do group meetings. And it's usually more than one. We probably have these initial discovery discussions. This really helps us set the tone of transparency, helps us manage the expectations of what do we mean by collaboration. How does everybody get a voice in the process? Step 2 is we actually start doing the drafting. I would highly recommend that you get an outside facilitator to help you with this process. It's the process that's more important than the words that go on the paper, but the drafting is very important because words do matter. And then once it's drafted, the third step is we make sure that draft document is circulated amongst all the family members, all the family member stakeholders, and get input and allow people to mark it up with their red ink pen and make their changes, because words matter. It's not that important that they changed an adjective or they elaborated more on a particular point. What they do know is that their voice was heard and that their words were actually incorporated in the document. It becomes theirs. It's not the founder's document, it's our document. It's our family constitution. Now that's what you're going for. Fourth step is adopting it, actually formally adopt it. We do that. We recommend doing it through holding a family meeting, an actual formal family meeting, going through the presentation of it, allowing maybe other family members who aren't part of the business, maybe are beneficiaries. In this particular case of the example I was using, they had their young generation. I think if you were 15 years of age or older, you got to come into the family meeting, but you were kind of sitting against the wall, just observing and listening to the meeting. But it was very helpful to make sure everybody understands the purpose of the Constitution and the elements that's in the Constitution and how those guidelines are going to be managed. And then the fifth step is just reviewing it. We recommend every 3 to 5 years you ought to review your document just to make sure that it's keeping up with the changes occurring in the business, and it's also keeping up with the changes in the family. Families have a dynamic nature to them. There's births, there's deaths, there's divorce, and businesses are very dynamic in nature as well. They grow, they expand, they sell off a division. So it's important that there's this periodic review process to keep the family constitution relevant. The other unintended benefit to this is it keeps dialogue open. Family members are talking about it and discussing. It's a catalyst for communication. Those are the 5 steps for creating a family constitution. If you would like some help in understanding more about writing a family constitution, or in a more broader sense, more about family business governance best practices, which a family constitution is just one element of that, give us a call here at Ferguson Alliance. You can reach out directly to me at my email address. You can also go to our website, and the website is full of content and information on this topic, as well as numerous other topics that are very relevant to family businesses.